Happy Wednesday morning, May 5th, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Wednesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Wednesday morning, so let's begin. First step, vaccine distribution shifts to demand-based altercation. New Hampshire receiving full supply. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
When it's time to invest in a new roof, be smart and look at more factors than just the final price. Not all roofs are the same.
The governor's office says it will continue ordering the state's full allocation of shots. President Biden says the federal government will begin shifting doses to states where they're in higher demand as he laid out a new goal for the country.
Our goal by July 4th is to have 70% of adult Americans with at least one shot and 160 million Americans fully vaccinated.
That means the administration will have to get about 100 million more doses out by then. President Biden saying he wants to achieve that by making it easier on people to get vaccines, asking pharmacies to begin allowing walk-in vaccinations this week.
You'll soon be able to get vaccinated without an appointment.
He announced Americans could text their zip code to a number to get a list of vaccine locations nearby. But when we called some of the pharmacy chains listed, Rite Aid was the closest. It has an automated response saying it cannot schedule an appointment for you or determine your eligibility. Governor Sununu says the way people sign up for the shot in New Hampshire will not change. In a statement this afternoon, he said while it may be necessary for some states to make changes, in New Hampshire, the simplest, fastest, and most proven way to sign up for a vaccine today is through vaccines.nh.gov, which is why we are a national leader in vaccine distribution. Meantime, Biden also announced that pharmacies and doctors' offices will be mobilized immediately should Pfizer get the FDA approval to give kids 12 to 15 their vaccine. Reporting live, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. State, federal vaccine supply available at independent pharmacies in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
Another vaccine shipment arrives at an independent pharmacy in New Hampshire, where they're sending out the message they have available vaccine appointments for state and now federal supplies. While state appointments are made on the Vinnie website, the federal vaccine arrives to independent pharmacies directly from the CDC, and appointments are made through the pharmacy.
Some of the people were not comfortable traveling to and going to the actual venues where the immunizations were taking place. I have several patients calling day after day after day. When are you going to be able to immunize? I only want to go to your store. I feel comfortable going to your store.
Independent pharmacies like the Colonial and Fisherville pharmacies in New London and Pennacook say some Granite Staters want to go to their neighborhood store. They plan vaccine clinics this Saturday.
We're actually going to do a mass clinic. We just need to get people to sign up. This Saturday, we're going to try to do a type of parking lot drive-through type of clinic to try to get as many as we can into arms.
I would love to have a great response to this Saturday's clinic. We'll have 2 immunization stations in the pharmacy. Everything is well socially distanced.
You can make appointments for the federal vaccines at independent pharmacy websites, or you can call if you don't have computer access. Jean Mackin, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire COVID-19 cases declined to lowest level since early November. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For the easy and the complex, the small stuff and the big, we're here with the affordable local loans, easy to manage accounts, and financial advice to help you blaze a trail, figure stuff out, and make your money go farther. We're Granite State Credit Union. Live bold.
The state just released today's update on COVID-19. There are 252 new cases of the virus, with active cases falling again to below 1,900. Current hospitalizations stand at 85.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Water treatment facility aimed at cleaning up PFAS opens at Pease. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For the easy and the complex, the small stuff and the big, we're here with the affordable local loans, easy to manage accounts, and financial advice to help you blaze a trail, figure stuff out, and make your money go farther. We're Granite State Credit Union. Live bold.
7 years later, almost to the day, a ceremony at the trade port in Portsmouth marking not just the completion of a cutting-edge water treatment facility, but a collaborative effort that started in May of 2014. From the push to have the state test those exposed to PFAS, to tracing it to firefighting foam used when it was an air base, and getting the Air Force to be part of the solution.
It's nice to be getting on the other side of it, where we can actually say, you know, the Air Force has invested now $65 million into the water treatment and the water processing at Pease. We have a lot more to do.
Many officials crediting Pease mom, Andrea Amico.
Knowing that my children were here at Pease in daycare drinking the water every day. My husband was working for a company on Pease drinking the water every day. I just knew that I couldn't do nothing.
She and other Pease moms who joined her with continued activism, advocacy, and determination to correct the issue and keep tabs on those exposed, including the Pease study now being conducted by the CDC.
I like to say, you know, I'm just as persistent as PFAS. You know, I'm not going away.
It was that action that really got us in at the beginning of responding to PFAS in the country. And this community was one of the first in the nation to take action.
Over 320 other Air Force or former Air Force facilities are dealing with issues similar to Pease, and how it's been handled here is a model for the rest of the country. In Portsmouth, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. County attorneys have trouble finding psychiatric for a dangerous determination. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
It's very hard to find psychiatrists right now who are willing to do that work.
Belknap County Attorney Andrew Livernois commiserates with the challenges Hillsborough County faced in trying to get a Murray deal evaluated. No one would take the job.
Our assistant county attorney in Nashua had made all the reasonable efforts, had contacted at least 5 psychiatrists to do the evaluation, and none of them were able to do it. They're either too busy or simply did not want to do it.
The state office of the forensic examiner provides psychiatrists to do competency evaluations on suspects. And years ago, the office also provided experts to evaluate for dangerousness. But not anymore. Now counties are scrambling to find doctors.
So for various reasons, we don't have an existing relationship with a group of psychiatrists that we can call on to do this work. And without that 90-day deadline is very hard to meet.
Attorney Livernois says the process is cumbersome and time-consuming, and psychiatrists are seeing crushing demands in their own practices right now.
Because it's a pain. Because then we'll send them into the jail. They have to do this evaluation, so they have to turn it around very quickly. And then they're going to get called as an expert witness and have to testify in the probate court. That's another headache they don't want to do.
Attorneys Coughlin and Livernois are working to build a pool of psychiatrists they could call on, but may turn to state lawmakers to help streamline this process.
There should be an easier way to get that person held and civilly committed that doesn't require this many evaluations and this many legal proceedings.
Former Hillsborough County Attorney Michael Conlon responded to the allegation that during his tenure, psychiatrists were not paid on time. Conlon says that happened one time mid-pandemic and told News 9, quote, "I hope the office focus can return to stability, community safety, and supporting crime victims." Reporting live this evening, Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Derek Chauvin, lawyer, files motion for a new trial. Let's take a listen to that video from CBS Evening News.
And there is breaking news tonight from Minnesota, where Derek Chauvin's lawyer has filed a motion for a new trial in the murder of George Floyd, citing juror misconduct. Now, the accusation comes after a photo surfaced of one of the jurors, Brandon Mitchell, at a march in Washington last summer where Floyd's family spoke. Mitchell can be seen wearing a T-shirt reading, "Get your knee off our necks." Well, the juror who spoke out after the verdict tells our CBS station WCCO he was in D.C. for a voter registration rally, not a protest. Chauvin, a former Minneapolis police officer, faces up to 40 years in prison at his sentencing next month.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.